You could be here right now. The ego done faded, your feelings are gone, the motivation has disappeared. And now all that's left is just your effort, the work that you put in. A lot of times, if you were to have a bird's eye view of everything that you're doing, and if you were to see what God sees of everything that you're doing, are you putting enough work in? We're still in the first month of the year, and a lot of people are going back on what they said. They're going back to the bad habits. They're going back to the same things that they were doing before because now they don't have the hype. They don't have the motivation. They just have the responsibility. Your feelings can only take you so far. The excitement can only take you so far, right? This is where most people quit right now. This is only the third week in the year, and people are already quitting. People are already being quiet based off of their goals, based off of the things that they're seeing. But as I said so many times before, we cannot go back to what we see with our eyes, but we have to believe with faith. No hype, no music, no excitement, no applause, no crowd, no nothing. Just straight raw working. Straight raw working out, effort, and just discipline. Straight, there's everything that you can give to it. Every fiber in your being, right? Every motion, every thought must go towards the work that you want to put in. In the book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 23, it says, "And whatever you do, do it heartedly, as to the Lord and not to men." You have to do things not focusing on the reward. You have to do things based off of what it will do to you. How will you become? Who will you become? Based off of everything that you are doing and what you want in this life. You got to focus on the things like discipline, character, commitment, doing the things whenever you show up, even when motivation doesn't. You got to be able to not always be talented, but you got to just have some work ethic this year. Give the work ethic that you've always wanted and build that up. It's like a muscle. You have to work it out. You have to stretch it. You have to build it, right? You have to build that foundation. I've learned that whenever my feelings fade, what keeps me going is that I know why I started though. And who I'm doing this for. That's what you have to do. You have to remember why. You have to remember who. You have to remember why. You have to remember who. You have to remember this because. Because at the end of the day, whatever you do, whatever you have is because of the work that you have put in. So if you want the big house, the nice job, and the big family or the investments, you want the stocks, you want to be able to do this and support yourself, you have to be able to have the responsibility and the discipline to do that. First, you must support yourself before you can support other people. So if you want the family, if you want a relationship, learn to support yourself to the best of your abilities, and then you'll be able to take care of others, right? Because there's a lot whenever you want to take care of somebody else. There's a lot whenever you want to bring in other responsibility, especially when other people are depending on you. You might want that feeling, you might want that work, but you don't even know what it really takes. And whenever you get that responsibility, now you don't want it. Now you want to give up, right? It's the third week of the year and you don't have the motivation and the feelings that you had right in during the new year. But what you can't do is let all that stuff dissolve. What you can't do is let all that stuff discourage you, because that is what's going to drive you later on. You're going to end up in the same exact place you were last year if you don't do something about it this year. Life is going to happen regardless of whatever happens this year. So are you going to make it better, or are you going to be the reason why it's the same? I won't say necessarily worse, because we can't always go back, but I will say a lot of us are stuck. So if you don't want to be stuck, you have to look at the perspective and what you're doing at a different angle. So don't believe that whenever the music has stopped and the applause is gone and everyone went home and you're still working. You have to let that encourage you and motivate you. Understand that your weakness is when God does the most work. Your weakness is when God is the strongest. Your weakness is when God shows you and talks to you the most. So if you are in that quiet season, know that you must depend on God even more. You must not depend on yourself. You must depend on yourself less and God more. Because now it is not you just winging it, but you must strategically go about your time, go about your business. Just because you are so-called busy and making yourself busy and doing all these useless tasks does not mean that you are actually working towards anything. Pick a couple things that you really want to work on and go fully in with that, and realize how it feels to do things without motivation, without feelings, without the weight of just feeling like if this doesn't work, if it's not working now, then it never will. Get used to that. Know that I'm trying to just keep it real with y'all. In reality, it doesn't matter how you really feel. All that matters is what you do and how you respond to it. No one cares about what you got going on in life. Mostly 99% of those people are actually wishing that it actually, or happy that it's not them. And that's just you. Because we all have problems. We all have issues, but you don't want to pick somebody else's issues that are worse than yours, especially. You only want to deal with your own. So when it comes to that, at least have the pride or have the motivation or at least have the encouragement to know that I need to do better with my issues first before I can think about somebody else. I must do get the log out of my eye first and not judge somebody else based off of what they're doing, based off of their issues and their problems. We must move forward even when the ego fades. We must move forward even when our feelings are gone. We must move forward even when nobody else is applauding us. You must move forward. You know that you're loved and blessed. You know that God wants you. You know that God made you fearfully in his image and amazingly and with so much power inside of you if you use it, if you take advantage of it. So know that your character development is based on right now and what the work that you put in. Make sure that you know that you are loved and blessed, man. Know that you have a purpose and a mission. God woke you up another day to continue to move forward and watch this video, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on the video. I appreciate y'all for catching me on this one, and I hope y'all tap in with me on the next one.